Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Here I am with another video. You will be learning the basics of English grammar. Before we proceed and start our today's lecture, I would like you people to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon too, so that you may receive the regular updates about my videos. Let's move on. This is the topic of our today's discussion. We shall be talking about future indefinite tense. You should also note that the future indefinite tense is also known as simple future tense. Let's move on and talk about the sentence formation. We will be talking about affirmative sentence formation of future indefinite tense. This is the formula. First comes the subject. Subject, as you already know, is the doer of the action. Then comes will or shall. Will or shall are the auxiliary verbs. They are also known as helping verbs. And where should you use will or shall? I will tell you later on. Then you put the first form of the verb. Then comes the object or extension or complement. And at the end of the affirmative sentence, you always have full stop. Let's move on and talk about the examples so that you have more clear idea. Look, we shall have fun. We here is the subject. It is the doer of the action. Shall is the auxiliary verb. Have is the first form of verb here. And fun is the extension. You can see the full stop also. Look at the second example. They will buy a new car. You can see that they is the subject here. Will is the auxiliary verb. Buy is the first form of the verb. A new car is the object. And you can see the full stop also. Now, I will tell you that in which kind of sentences should you use shall and why, and where should you use will. Look, these are the rules to remember when you are writing future indefinite tense. You should use will if your statements are affirmative, negative, or you are making any request. Secondly, if your statements are interrogative or you are making formal statements, suggestions, or you are making any offer, you should use shall with the following subjects: I and we. I repeat, you should use will if your statements are simple, negative, or you are making any request. But if your subjects are I and we, you should use shall if your statements are interrogative, formal, suggestions, or when you are making any offer. Let's move on and talk about the negative sentence formation of future indefinite tense. This is the formula. First comes the subject, then you put will or shall, then comes not, then you add first form of the verb, and then you put object or extension or the complement, and at the end you put the full stop. Look at the examples now. The baby will not play in the mud. The baby here is the subject. Will is the auxiliary or helping verb. Not you have added because it is your negative sentence. Play is the first form of the verb. In the mud is the extension. Look at the second example now. We shall not watch cartoons. You can see that we is the subject, shall is the helping or auxiliary verb, not is I have put because it's the negative sentence, watch is the first form of the verb, and cartoons is the object. I hope that now you know that how should the negative sentence of the future indefinite tense be formed. Following this formula, I have written these two sentences, and I hope that now you can also write your own sentences. Let's move on and talk about the interrogative sentence formation. This is the formula. You take out will or shall in the start of the sentence. Then you put the subject. Then comes the first form of the verb. And then you put object or extension. And obviously, at the end of interrogative sentence, you have question mark. Let's elaborate it with the help of the examples. See, shall I go out for a walk? Shall I have taken out in the start of the sentence because it is the interrogative sentence. Then I here is the subject. Go is the first form of the verb. Out for a walk is the extension. And you can see the question mark too. Then look at the second example. Will Sarah go for camping? Will is the auxiliary or helping verb. Sarah is the subject. Go is the first form of the verb. And camping here is the extension. And then you have the question mark. I hope that you have got clear idea about writing correct affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences of future indefinite tense. Thank you for watching. See you with another video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.